You welcome. We live again. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to another episode of Visual Evolution, episode 6. I know we go live at 5 o'clock, but we a little early. I know it's 4:44. Um, yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited just living life, doing this stream. You know what I'm saying? I get to come on here and give out some game. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, to give out some game to y'all. And you already know. Um, we start off with the Bible, man. The Bible scriptures is important to me. It changed my life just this past year. You know what I'm saying? Because I was not reading the Bible. I wasn't adding any principles to my life that I needed to add. So the Bible really changed me. And I believe that it can change other people too and not just me. So the first Bible, no, I said the first. The Bible scripture we starting off with is Luke 6:37. That's where it comes from. So if you got your phone, your actual Bible, go to Luke 6:37. And it says, don't judge and you won't be judged. Don't condemn and you won't be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. Um I think judging, I used to do a lot of judging, like, when I saw somebody or um if somebody talking to me, I'm not really listening. I'm just like, I'm hearing what they were saying, but I'm also like still judging them while they talking instead of actually listening to the whole thing and what they're saying. Cause I believe that people you shouldn't judge because you never know what somebody was thinking when they made whatever whatever decision that they chose to make. And I don't think it's right for a person to say that that person did something wrong, or you know what I'm saying, or even just anything really. You can judge a person, by how they look, you know what I'm saying, um, what they wearing, their belief system. And I slowly am realizing that everything that is in my life is for a reason. So like everything I'm going through, the struggles, the places where I'm doing good in life is all for a reason. I believe God is mathematical. Like I believe he really, put everybody's plan in them. Cause the Bible says, he knows your plan. And I think what I need to start working on for myself is actually letting God run the plan instead of running my own plan, because my own plan is not working. So I've been figuring out like why I do what I do, or like what's the meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have like a full clear picture yet, but I don't think I really never will have a full clear picture. I think I'm just gonna continuously to keep growing, and that's just gonna be like my path. like whatever path I choose to go down, I'm gonna go down, and I believe that you should be a forever learner, because I don't think you can learn everything is that happens in the whole world, including the past, the future. Like you can't learn all that in your lifetime. And I just been trying to take advantage of the now, of the present. You know what I'm saying? You said what time it close? Where this man? It's on West Florissant. But yeah, I've been focused on like the now and really trying to get everything I can from what I already have, instead of feeling depressed or sad that I don't have something that I might not know something, and that's the reason why I don't have it. Or like I said, God knows the plan. So if he knows your plan, he knows what you need. So I think a lot of people should really sit back and just be grateful for whatever place you're in. Not only that it could be worse, but because, you know, it's just having faith in God and knowing what he knows what you need. So I seen this thing on TikTok, and it was talking about like, he said, would you rather hold on. He said, would you rather have God give you what you need every day for the rest of your life, or oh my gosh, I forgot the second part what he said. Or I think he said like you would get like an instant. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I forgot what he said. That's crazy. I forgot what he said. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I would rather, have God give me what I need, because I don't want anything I'm not prepared for. I ain't gonna lie, because that's how you gon'. I don't want to say you gonna fail. You'll fail, but I just think you'll do better if you're first prepared than you just going in and just doing something. Unless you've been doing the thing like for the longest and you don't need to prepare, you just cold with it like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are for the masters. And that's really what I'm trying to get to, is mastery. Like I'm trying to master something. And it's something that, you just figure out every day. And yeah, so going back to what I was saying, my meaning on why I do what I do. My meaning is I really just want to help people. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just want to help people get to the next level. I want to help you see a perspective probably you didn't, weren't able to see on your own. Give game where I can give game. I mean, I'm only gonna be who knows how long I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? And God willing that something happened to me at a young age, but that's something else I'm learning though. Like just like learning, like I already said it earlier, just living in the now and just doing whatever you want to do. Like people think life is miserable, but is miserable. But it's only miserable. Wow. Can I not talk? I can't even say the word. Your life is only miserable because you probably are only seeing miserable things and doing things that isn't as healthy for you. So my perspective on the world is I always see the good in anything. Like, I'm never just trying to look for the negative because I'm not a negative person and I don't want negative energy to even be around me. So it's like, I think you actively choose, well, you are actively choosing every day like what you want to feel. So lately, like, I've been trying to give people like something you can actually do, you know what I'm saying, to help you feel better. And I always say, don't ever just listen to somebody and just follow what they listen, like telling you. Actually do your own research and try stuff out for yourself. So what helped me was, and I heard this from many people that I listen to on the internet. But what helped me is I woke up every morning and I just say like I am great, or I am capable, or I am wonderful. And just like as soon as you get up and just saying those to yourself instead of grabbing your phone when your phone is it's you can have your phone give you that, but most of y'all is not getting on your phone in the morning and looking at some motivational. You hit social media right up. But it's like this is just something that I did, and it helped me with my perspective on life and how I felt throughout the days that I was waking up. And it just wake up with some gratitude and give yourself a little grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just wake up and get on social media and then you might see something negative, and then later on, like in a day, you realize you probably didn't have a as good of a day. Well, you started your day off with negativity. Why you do that? I think it's just, those little decisions, those little, things that you add to help you, feel better. And so yeah, going back to what the Bible verse has said, it had talked about forgiveness. And I think forgiveness is something that's real big that people should practice. So I don't know when I was practicing this, but all I can tell you is like what I be going through and my perspective on things. So when it comes to forgiveness, what helped me was, even though it's hard for the people who, are not used to, making space for forgiveness, and you've like only focused on, probably the people you don't like in your life. You know what I'm saying? And what helped me was, no matter what somebody does or what they say that hurt my feelings, I'm not gonna hold a grudge and not forgive them. Now, some of y'all probably be like, what if they do something so foul to where it's just unforgivable? No. This is why I say I'm talking to the people who read the Bible. If you read the Bible, God clearly says, love yourself. No, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And he talks about the immediate forgiveness because God will forgive you immediately because he loves you that much and he's willing to take you in at whatever level you're at or whatever you're going through. And something else in the Bible would say he made us in his image. So shout out to Eric Thomas and they podcast, the Secret to Success podcast. It was like, well, no, Eric, he was saying that think of God like your coach. So for all my mothers who play sports and who are playing sports and who play sports, you was trying to get playing time. So it wasn't a smart thing to do if to get your coach mad because you're not gonna play. Hold on, it's my mom. Hello? Okay. 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 All right. Fuck. Yeah, he was like, think of God as your coach. You don't want to make your coach mad so you can get playing time. And the mothers who get playing time, usually the ones that get the highlights, you know what I'm saying, the pictures, all the flashy stuff. So if you think of God like that, and if God say forgive, he say love your neighbor, don't judge, and you're doing all three of those things, don't be confused on why your life is not elevating as fast as you want to because you're not doing those things. And those are three simple instructions. Instructions that I'm currently trying to implement myself on a daily basis. So when it comes to forgiveness, I think that negative energy, that grudge that you're holding because you don't want to forgive that person so much, it causes you to be stagnant. Like, you don't want to do nothing. And just because, if you, okay, let's use social media for example, right? Because social media knows your life. Like, y'all ever, be talking randomly on your phone and then all of a sudden you see on TikTok or Instagram the same thing you were just talking about. That's because Siri's always listening. Like, and most people got, the Hey Siri on even when your phone turned off. So she's really always listening. But let's use social media for example. You say you talking about that person, to another group of people, right? And you don't like them. You got a grudge, you know what I'm saying? And then you go on your phone, and your phone might show you that, it may show you like somebody tweet or whatever somebody said about, having, how should I say this? You may see something about having enemies, right? And how to deal with your enemies in the wrong aspect. And so you got this grudge You got social media validating your grudge. And so it's stopping your growth. Like how do you elevate when you're constantly feeling this negative, energy, and you're steady talking about it. So I think you should forgive immediately, not like don't think it's soft to forgive immediately. Some stuff like needs, some stuff you might have to tap into that dark side. I ain't gonna lie to you. But mostly practice forgiving people immediately, especially for the small stuff, because the small stuff will turn into big stuff easily. Like how? Like that's like holding in a conversation or holding in something you was trying to tell your significant other, and then all of a sudden you blow up, and now because you didn't held that thing in for so long, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, which subconsciously it, but it's just so many other factors that's not making you want to do anything about it. So don't think forgiveness is soft. Do it for yourself, and do it and think about the future, and think about that I'm going to grow, and if I want to grow, I need to limit the things that's holding me back for growing or to grow. And for real, if I'm being honest to you, like, everybody in their own world. Like, literally everybody has a different perspective on everything. So, like, somebody could be talking about the same thing I'm talking about, but they're going to say it differently. They're going to use different examples, because I believe everything you learn mostly from experience. So I feel like that's the only place that I can speak from. Like, I'm not going to come on here and try to tell you how to make $1 million when I don't even have $1 million. That's like it's like, how much tell y'all to make $1 million, and I'm not even up $1 million or $2 million at that. It's just delusion. It's delusional. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think about it. You know what I'm saying? So everything I say, I'm working on or I worked on. And I'm telling you, if you just work on forgiveness and being like, you know what? It's okay. I'm not saying you got to be buddy with everybody. I'm just saying you look at a person and you might have you might be like, oh, look at them. I don't like them. Well, you just allowed yourself to feel negative energy. And the people around you, of course, they're going to validate you, because y'all all low-key have the same mindset. Who you hang around is who you might, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all might end up in the same place. So practice forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think this was I don't think I was gonna be too long, cause I'm lying. So yeah, man, make sure y'all practice y'all forgiveness, bro. Don't stop letting that negative energy keep a hold of you. And I'm only talking to the people who growing. I'm not talking to the people they cool. They like, man, I got ops. I don't know what you talking about. I got people I'm after every day. Cool, bruh. You learn best through experience. I'm telling you. And I am not here to judge what anybody's doing. That's not my place. I can only figure out how I can not fix, but how I can elevate my life and be there for the people who want their life to be elevated too. So practice forgiveness, man. And I got my nice notebook here with me because I want to, talk about my process and what I've been doing. Because, man, I'm in between of like so many things that I'm doing. And I know I said earlier that my goal is to eventually master something. Like really have one thing. Yo, I don't care. I said I don't care. They ain't say nothing about it. I don't know. I said they didn't say anything about it. I don't know. Um, yeah, I just want to talk about my process. Everything I'm doing right now, and I'm trying to master one thing. You know what I'm saying? Mastery. That is what like the people I listen to is what they talk about. Is mastery. Like you have to master something. Master one thing. You do it so well, and you're so rare to the marketplace that the marketplace will fund your life forever because you are going to be one of the few people to go to in that certain field or whatever you're doing. Or I wouldn't say you're going to be one of the few to go to, but you're going to be so good is that people are going to beg you to be around. They're going to pay you a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. And also, I just want to master and master my skill set already. So I think figuring out my skill sets and my strengths and mastering myself, you know what I'm saying, is the road I'm on. So right now, I ain't gonna lie. All the things I'm doing, I don't want to say a lot, but I'm doing some stuff. So making content. Yeah, I know I make content for the Village, for this mentorship program. It's called The Village. And shooting video and pictures for the Village. Oh, I just said that. Well, I make content and I shoot the pictures and videos. I go to school Monday through Thursday. My only off day is Friday. I work in the morning, 6 a.m. to 3 o'clock. Schedule hasn't changed since. In 3-4 years I've been there. Learning how to research stocks and break down companies. Learning artificial intelligence. And I do cameras for my church. Some Sundays, not every Sunday. But eventually school gonna be done in like a month. Like in May. So I've been in the crossroads, bro. Cause I got like personal growth, which I like cling to, in like 2021, you know what I'm saying? I had went through a breakup, which, I cling to personal growth, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to one of my homeboys. He came and worked with me and stuff. And he really the one that got me on personal growth. He had put me on this guy named Stephens Cole. And I started watching him first. And then I slowly moved on to watching other people more often. So yeah. And I've been like I said, I've been in the crossroads with personal growth and videography and photography. So it's like, which lane do I really want to go down and actually build a business around? Personal growth or videography and photography? I ain't gonna lie, I've been talking to God. I ain't gonna lie. I've been praying. I'm like, God, What do you want me to do? Is it personal growth or videography? Because I feel like I can bring my strengths to anything I do, but videography, photography, you know, I think it's just those two. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a creative person. I love breaking down stuff. I like see the small things and things. And I ain't gonna lie, my ability to like see like details and break down what people are saying has gotten way better, because in school, like back in the day, I wasn't that good at like understanding stuff in school. And it wasn't until I start like researching more, um, doing these personal growth practices every day, and like I slowly got better at, understanding things. You know what I'm saying? So even like some videos I watched starting off in like 2021, I even hear those videos different now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I heard them. First, I was hearing videos for like money. I'm like, okay, I need to make money. Still watching videos on money, but sometimes it'll be like the same video, but I'll hear something totally different. Like, whoa, I didn't even get that when I first watched it. And I think that shows like, that I'm growing constantly on a daily basis. So, yeah, I've been just in between those two, personal growth and videography. Because I love doing videos and I love talking about personal growth, because I think that's where it starts. Like, it starts with the personal growth, because I think personal growth is lacking. It's actually lacking, and that's why you have all these things that are immoral in the world and versus moral things. So, I mean, yeah, I don't want to say stuck, but that's my thing right now. Is what I've been going back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? I've thought about just doing videography and photography for like business and doing personal growth on social media, and just helping people out, giving y'all practical things to do. And that's when I'm gonna start coming more with my content, like things to actually implement that help me, and you can try it. And if it helps you out, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop doing nothing that works. And that's the hard part. Even for me, it's like it's so easy to go back to your old ways. Like, so easy. And doing what works every day is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why it's only 1% millionaires in the United States. It's 1% because of all the. I promise you, if you look at somebody who is wealthy and look at their life, most of the things they do might be like a little boring, but I think as you grow, you start to realize that, bruh, everything's for a reason, and I might as well take advantage of every opportunity I can, and I'm at peace with that. And so that's my joy, because the work I'm doing is going to help out the next person if they pass it down and they keep passing it down. So it's like you start to fall in love with the process. You know what I'm saying? And I think with me right now is I'm so focused on like the end goal, when for real, is there an end goal? You know, like, is there really an end until the day, you until the day you die? So you might as well fall in love with the process and anything, like, just start doing stuff. And I like said this before, you know, um, trying your best every day. Like, what does your best look like every day? You know what I'm saying? I was in Sunday school last Sunday, and they was like, and they was talking about how anybody can get. People need to stop telling people that you need to do this to get into heaven. But when God come down, He's not gonna. He's still going to be God. So if you repent and you accept, that there is a person that is, there's a higher power than you are, and you accept it, I think He'll bring you in that moment. But they was saying, well, why would I want to be, you know, why would I want to believe in God at the last second when I could have been believing in God my whole life and allowing Him to work in me, and I will get, and he will provide the things that I need. And I was like, dang, that's crazy, because I just realized, like, last month or a couple weeks ago, it's like, bruh, you really don't know when you're gonna die. And I think so many people bank off, like, oh, I'm gonna have tomorrow, or it's all good, I can do this, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be good. But it's like, you low key, it's not even low key, you're living your life on a false narrative, because you, for real, you don't know when you gonna be out of here. And I think it's a little selfish that people think, like, oh, I'll have tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, or I will have tomorrow. But you don't even know what's gonna happen in the next couple hours or the next, like, 30 minutes. Like, anything can happen. So I'm not saying don't have faith in that you will wake up tomorrow, because faith is the things, you have faith in the things you can't see. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, have faith that you gonna wake up tomorrow. Like, I believe I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. But don't, it's not really a reality until you actually wake up tomorrow. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to sound confusing. I'm trying to make it, sound, to where y'all can understand it. You know what I'm saying? So, for all my people who are on their growth path like me, I would say, one, give yourself more grace, because you're not a perfect person. And don't let people try to make you feel like you need to be perfect. Stop listening to people's opinions about you, because in reality, it's only a few people who really is going to care that you're gone, or that you know what I'm saying? Because in a month later, you might be forgotten. Like, people are not going to talk about you no more. The world keeps moving. Like, the world doesn't stop. So stop thinking about what people say, and only worry about when you done with this life and you move on to the next. You should only worry about what God has to say, because what people on earth has to say has nothing to do with what God has planned in your life. Um, and thirdly, not even a word I don't think. Third, I want you to, and I'm like speaking to myself, plan every day. Most people know what to do, they just don't do it because it's hard. So challenge yourself and be in that discomfort, and with you being in that discomfort, it will help you, and you will see the benefit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think it just trains the mind. Like if you don't go through anything hard, and then when a hard thing come up, your the mind probably won't be able to handle it. But if you steady putting your mind through discomfort every day, or starting off, you might do 3 times a day. No, 3 times a day. 3 times a day, not 3 times a day. 3 times a week. You might do twice a week of intentionally putting yourself through something hard, so you can start training your mind to think like, okay, I can actually do the hard task. So the hard task really don't become hard task no more. It's gonna become second nature. And to you, a hard task might be different to somebody else's hard task, especially if you steady growing and intentionally putting yourself through the hard task. You know what I'm saying? But versus somebody who is not going through the hard task, and they might experience something that you overcame, which is you don't see as hard no more, and they gonna see it as hard. And I think whatever you want to do, I think there's somebody who you can go to, or a community you can join, who has been through all the hard tasks, and they're willing to help you out and being like, yo, I did that and it didn't work, but this is what works. So do this instead. You know what I'm saying? I think there's too many resources. So like with me, learning the business of videography and photography, instead of using all my time and doing my own research and being like, okay, what I need to do to get this business off the ground, there are plenty other businesses and people on social media that you can go to who has a photography business or a videography business, and they're successful. And sometimes you got to pay. I mean, you got to pay for information. Y'all pay for clothes or everything else. So it'd be better for you to pay for the information so you can be further steps, like ahead of what they were when they first got started. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty. And that's the example of looking at the positive of social media. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a bunch of people always say social media negative. Well, yeah, I mean, it's negative if you follow all the negative stuff. But it's people on there giving you game who going to help your life out. So if you want to look at the positive stuff, go ahead. You don't have to. You are choosing to follow the people that continuously posting the negative stuff, and you may be wondering why your life is not going in the direction you may want it to go, because you steady looking at the negative instead of being like, okay, this person can help me out if I just do this, and for real, the people that's helping out, they don't have to help out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to give out game. And I think it's just beautiful in the world that we have people who are willing to let people pass them up based on, the stuff that they learned, and they let people run with the information and not being so selfish, being like, oh, I don't want you to pass me up, so I'm not gonna give you the information. But yeah, that's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That it's people in the world that's willing to help and not get nothing in return. Like they don't need nothing in return. And sometimes it's hard to invest in yourself. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. But do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Take the step. Move. You know, like the title. Y'all see the title? Stop waiting. What you waiting on? You waiting on to you to be up already? Nah. Sit back. Love the process. Wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? It's too many resources. Get out. Network. And I'm talking to myself too. Get out. Network. Meet the people. Join the communities. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see you on the next episode. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see y'all next Friday. Meet me.